Cindy Reeves, and I'm a student at the University of South Alabama. This semester, I worked with a case study, and I'm going to be talking about her today. This is a presentation that I made for one of my classes. My case study's name is Hillary, and she is in the 5th grade. She has Down syndrome, and she wears glasses and hearing aids. I find this funny that I say she wears glasses and hearing aids because she only wears them in the car when she's with her mom. As soon as she gets to school, she takes her glasses off and her hearing aids out, and she puts them in her backpack. Hillary has been to the same school for her whole life, and anyone that meets Hillary or knows Hillary would describe her as a social butterfly. Hillary has many strengths and interests. Hillary is helpful, smart, and independent. She doesn't want anybody to help her. Hillary loves writing and anything that has to do with animals. Her favorite thing to do in her spare time is sing Let It Go off the movie Frozen. There are many challenges that you face when you teach Hillary. Her teacher described her as a control freak. Hillary is very stubborn, she tends to be bossy, and has a very short attention span. Hillary's attention span lasts for approximately 5 minutes before she needs to get up and go do something else. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Hillary's history. Hillary was tested as soon as she started school. She has always been in a self-contained classroom. She has also been inclusion. She is included in the 1st grade's PE time, and she is included in Miss Archer's 2nd grade class. She usually goes to PE for about 45 minutes, and she goes to Miss Archer's class for about an hour. I observed Hillary in 3 different places besides the classroom. I observed Hillary in the lunchroom, at speech therapy, and at PE. When I observed Hillary in the lunchroom, I watched her interactions between herself and her teacher and the interactions between herself and her other classmates. I noticed that Hillary used the word no a lot. One specific instance that Hillary used the word no is when she grabbed juice out of the basket from another class. The teacher asked her to put the juice back. As soon as the teacher asked her that, Hillary told the teacher, "No, I'm not going to put the juice back." Because of incidents like this, I think Hillary needs a stern teacher. She needs a stern teacher to keep her on track and keep her attitude under control. When I watched Hillary at speech therapy, I observed her interactions again between her teacher and herself, and between herself and the other classmates. I observed story time, and the teacher read a book about pumpkins since it was around Halloween. Again, the word no was used. When the teacher asked Hillary to please sit back and sit down on the carpet, Hillary looked at her and said, "No." The teacher also asked her to sit still, and Hillary said no. Hillary did not sit still and ended up hitting another student in the eye. You will notice from those stories that Hillary does not listen very well. Another thing I observed when I watched Hillary in speech therapy is she was at a very close distance to the book, maybe 5 inches. This concerned me because Hillary has glasses, and Hillary should be able to see better than that. Hillary was also blocking the book from the other students. When I observed Hillary during PE, I observed her social interactions as well. I noticed she only played with one student. That one student is from her class. When she interacted with that student, she seemed very motherly. She pulled her shirt down, smoothed it out, made sure there were no wrinkles, and buttoned the sweater. When Hillary did interact with other students, she seemed very bossy. and she did not want to play with them unless they were wanting to play exactly what she wanted to play and how she wanted to play it. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Hillary's social experiences. Hillary's friends are mostly the people that are in her class. Many people think of Hillary as a friend, but Hillary does not think of them as a friend. I learned this when I done the sociogram for her class. Like I said about how Hillary acted on the playground, she can be very bossy. When she doesn't get her way, Hillary can pout or be fussy. One thing that Hillary does specifically is she plops down and she folds her arms and she puts her head in her arms. I tried many different interventions with Hillary as well as her teacher tried some too. We gave Hillary more time to complete assignments. We broke the lessons up into smaller times since our attention span is only for 5 minutes. We used manipulatives, we broke the class into small groups, and we used technology. Now I'm going to explain to you which of the interventions worked and which did not work. The interventions that worked were breaking up the lesson time, technology, and manipulatives. Breaking up the lesson time worked since Hillary doesn't have a long attention span. Hillary loves to work with technology like the smartboard, the iPad, or a laptop, so that worked very well. Hillary is also a very kinesthetic learner, and she likes to touch things and move them, so manipulatives worked very well for counting and adding and subtracting. The things that did not work were small group and more time to complete assignments. Small group didn't work with Hillary because she wants to be with the children in her classroom. The more time to complete assignments didn't work for Hillary because usually she is one of the first ones to complete an assignment in her class. For self-monitoring, I used a tally system with Hillary. We worked on being kind and not bossy. The intervals for my tally system were every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I would remind Hillary, have you been kind? If she had been kind, she would make one tally mark on a piece of paper taped to her desk. If she had been bossy or unkind, Hillary would erase the tally mark. I gradually increased my time every 2 weeks from like 5 minutes to 7 minutes to 9 minutes. I increased by 2 minutes. At the end of the day, if Hillary had a specific amount of tally marks, she could get something out of my treasure box. My treasure box had things like pencils and erasers. At the beginning, she had to have 8 tally marks. By the end of my monitoring, if she had 15 tally marks, she could get a prize. There are many things that I have learned from Miss Hillary. I have learned you must try everything. Everything may not work, but you at least have to try. Hillary was very good when I tried new things, but she let me know if something wasn't working. Hillary taught me to never give up. She also taught me patience. Patience and never giving up kind of go hand in hand with Hillary. She is gonna try something until she gets it. There's your never give up. But if she can't get it, she knows that she needs to back away for a second, take a breath, and try again. That's your patience. She also taught me to make the most of my life and always smile and be happy. Since Hillary is such a social butterfly, if you see her in the hall, she's going to stop you and say, hey, Miss Reeves, and then you say, hey, back, and she keeps going. She does that for everybody. That's just a little bit about my case study presentation, Hillary. Thank you for spending your time to watch this video on my case study, Hillary, for my University of South Alabama class.